Hello everyone, this is Manisha Rathore here. Today my topic is DBMS, that is the Database Management System. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the basics of DBMS, means basic terms we will discuss in the entire subject, right? What is data? What is information? What is database? What are the models used in the DBMS, schemas and its types, components of a database management system, what is DBMS, who is the DBA. Also, we will discuss the examples and the applications of DBMS. First of all, we are introduced by the DBMS topic, Database Management System. DBMS stands for Database Management System. DBMS is a software system for creating, managing, and organizing the database, which provide an environment to the user to perform a various operations on the database like creation, insertion, deletion, updation, and retrieval of the data. That is the DBMS. And next one is your what is data? A collection of raw fact and figure is called a data. Raw material that can be processed by any computing machine. Data can be represented in the form of numbers and words which can be stored in the computer language. For example, you can write 23. It is only a data. You didn't know about the what is the actual meaning. Is it a roll number? Is it a university roll number? What is this? That is only a raw fact and figure is called a data. Next one is what is information? Systematic and meaningful form of data is known as a information. Knowledge acquired through the study or experience. Information helps human being or a person in their decision making. Like you have written the roll number 23. Is it information to a teacher and a student? Roll number 23. That is called the information. Meaningful information in which the user can take the decision. That is called the information. Next one is database. A repository of logically related and similar data. Repository means a place in which things are stored. A storage area that is called a repository. An organized collection of related information so that it can easily be accessed, managed, or updated. Like, for example, dictionary, airline database, student database, library, railway timetable. In the student database, we can write and store the data about the total information of a student, like university roll number, class roll number, its name, student father name, student mother name, contact number, address. All are the stored in the database. That is the student database. Next one is data models, schemas, and instance. Data models. What are data models? According to me, describe structure of the database. It is the data model that describe about the whole structure of a database is called a data model. Its aim to support the development of information system by providing the definition and format of data. If the same data structure are used to store and assess data, then different application can share the data. There are the many classifications of the data model. The first one is high level model. Second one is representation model. Third one is low level model. Is it clear? Now we will discuss the first level, that is the high level model. In it ensures data requirement of the users, not concerned with representation, but it is the conceptual form. Like they are the important terms, entity, attribute, and relationship. In the entity, any object or exists the physically, that is called the entity. and in which the characteristics of the entity are defined. That is called the attribute. What is relationship? It is the link between the two entities. That is called a relationship, like one to one, one to many relationship, many to one. These all are the relationship further kinds. There the three terms make ER model, that is called the entity relationship model. In this model, you can see the diagram of the ER model. That is the college for the principal and student ABCD. That diagram show about the relationship between the college and the principal and the link between the students and the college. That is the ER diagram. Student and which course, student name, student roll number, that all the data stored in a student form, and course, which course student will apply, course name, these all are the course data details. Is it clear? Second one is your representation model. Representation of data stored inside a database. Describe the physical structure of the database. It uses the concepts which are close to the end user. There are the further three classification of the representation model, that are hierarchical, second one is relational, and third one is your network. Hierarchical database model. It is developed by the IBM. It is the oldest database model. It is represented by using a tree diagram, that is called, also called a parent-child relationship. Each box is called a node. These nodes represent a record type. You can see the diagram. A line connecting the nodes represent the link. A line connecting the nodes is represent the link between the parent and child relationship. That is called a hierarchy model. Second, next continue कर रहे हैं हम इनको. Parent child type is suited for one to many relationship between the two entities. One to many relationship. That is the director for the manager, HR manager, sales manager, marketing manager. Further in the manager sales, area manager 1, area manager 2, area manager 3. Next further sales 1, sale 2. But the difficult to implement many to many relationship. For example, IMS system from IBM, information management system. IMS means information management system from the IBM. Next one is your relational database model. That is the simplest and most common model. It is developed in 1970s by the EF code. Data elements are stored in different tables made up of row and columns. Relational means in which data can be stored in the form of table, that is known as a relational database model. In which data in the table, the data can be stored in a row and column format. For example, roll number, name, surname, and section. Roll number 1001, name is Rajkumar, surname is Tomer, and section is D. The information about any person stored in a table, that is known as a relational database model. Next, what is data values? Alphanumerical raw data, like add the numerical data and the character data. That is the alphanumerical data. Columns, fields, item or object that hold the data. Rows record a group of data for related fields. Table, collection, all records and fields. Key identifiers uniquely identify a row in the table. It can be a value of a single or a multiple column. For example, DB2, Oracle, SQL servers. These all are the examples of the relational database model. Clear? Next one is network database models. It represents the data in the data structure diagram. The boxes represent the record. These boxes represent the record, and these lines are the links. Lines the link based on the owner-member relationship. Members of an owner may be many, but for many members, owner is the one. Can represent one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many as well. Is it clear? This is your network database model. One to many relationship is converted into a set of one to one. Also, many to many is converted in two or more one to many relationship. For example, image. Teacher 1, course name ABC. Student 1, 2, 3. Teacher 1, one to one to many to one relationship is the example of this. Next is the schema. Logical structure of a database is known as a schema. It doesn't show the data in the database. There are the three classification of the schemas are. One is physical, second is conceptual, third is external. In first, physical schema. It describes the physical storage of a database, that is called a physical schema. Not in the terms of blocks or devices, but describe the organization of files, access path, etc. That is called a physical schema. Further, conceptual schema, it describes the structure of the whole database. It describes the structure of the whole database. It also describes the entire entities, their relationships and constraints. That is known as the conceptual schema. Third one is your external schema. It provides a user view of the data, show relevant information of particular to user, hide rest of the information, one or more levels. That is the external schema. Instance, actual data contained in the database, particular point of time is called the instance. Is it clear to everyone? Next one is the component of database system. First, user, second, software, third, hardware, and fourth one is data. There are the four components of database, that are the user, software, hardware, and data. User. Who are users? We all are users. People who interact with the database, that all are the users. Application programmer, end user, data administrator, all are the users who interact with the database. Second one is software. It lies between the stored data and the user. Like DBMS, database management system, application software, and further is the user interface. These all are the software. Third one is hardware. Physical devices on which the database resides. That is all are hardware. For example, computers, disk drives, cables, printers, etc. All are the hardware. Last one is data. Number, character, picture. All are the data. Number 1 to 9, characters A to Z, pictures, any images, that all are the data. For example, Shri, Nilesh 1008 India. This is the information, this is the data. Is it clear? Next one is, what is DBMS? Database Management System. It is a set of programs to assess the interrelated data. DBMS contain the information about a particular enterprise. It provides a convenient environment to the user to perform the various operations like creation, insertion, updation, modification, deletion, retrieval of the information. These all are the operations of your DBMS. Is it clear? It is a